Hey folks, welcome back to Failure at Retirement. I'm not going to lie, Full Failure's had a pretty exciting day so far. So this morning, just right out of the gate, Mrs. Failure does the right thing, tells a guy there's an estate sale and there's a Smith Miller truck in it. Maybe a guy better check it out. So I look at it, and at first I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I see a condition issue right out of the gate. You never know what people are going to want for these things, but well, let me go check it out. So let me turn the camera around here and I'll show you. Hang on. So here we go. So this is a Smith Miller truck a guy picked up, estate sale situation. And what I see first thing out of the gate in the photos is this Jerry Lincoln thing, and I'm not real sure about that from the photo, thinking the truck's maybe been modified. And then I can see this broken windshield post here. But I can see, like, what I can see in the picture is it has a headlight and this end of the bumper is not broken. So that's good. That's a start. Two most common things. And then, let me see here. The landing gear was down like this, and I can see there's no wheels on there. That's not a big deal. Guy just get a hold of Smith Miller and get Fred to ship him a couple new wheels next time he orders stuff, which is honestly more often than it should be. So anyway, I'm gonna go squirrel on you here. Apologize about the mess. The guy yesterday evening was going through this erector set, cleaning up this box. Decided to clean up the Craftsman box while he was at it. Just got that last weekend at the antique fair. Guy just, the price was so embarrassing. I didn't really want to store it, but how could I say no? Anyway, I think the erector set box is cleaning up pretty good. The guy puts this flood penetrol. It's the first time using it. Seen it in his Facebook old toy support group. Man, this stuff is dynamite. This thing just cleaned up. It's obviously never going to be new, but wow. Anyway, sorry about that. Apologize about the mess because I wanted to explain that real quick. That's not the way a guy's bench usually looks, really. Maybe it is. Anyway, so back to the Smith Miller. So I go down there and I look at it. Well, I find it sitting on the shelf right by the people taking the money, and I wait my turn a little bit, and I just get my money out while I'm waiting to turn because it's got the price right on it. And the gal asked if she could help me, and I said, yeah, here, take my money for this truck. And this is probably a 20 cents on the dollar situation. The guy's thinking. I never even got it off the shelf and even really looked at it. Honestly, I didn't. Again, it was in the neighborhood of 20 cents on the dollar, probably. I'm just guessing. So I just paid for it. The price tag said as is. And so she made sure that I had noticed that. And I was thinking, it's an estate sale. I don't generally ask for the extended warranty. But yeah, okay, it's as is, agreed. Here, take the money. So let me put the camera up on the tripod and I'll get this and show it to you closer. Hang on. All right, so I'm just going to pick this up and show you real quick what I couldn't see while it was sitting there on the shelf and couldn't see in the photos. So you probably already saw this. Both headlights are there. Bumper is complete. That is a major, major win. I'm willing to overlook this little broken piece right here simply because of that. But she's missing the front tire. Oh, darn it. And then when Failure was going to set this up for this video, guy noticed this one back wheel, she's broke. Darn it, I hate to see that. But honestly, those are two of the easiest fixes that a guy can think of. The guy can fix those literally in a few minutes. All right, so let's go on to the trailer. So, it says Jerry Lincoln. Okay, I don't know about that. But when I'm putting it in the truck, I notice we're missing 2 more tires. And they've slid them nuts in there to kind of keep the spacing right, I'm sure. But I think it's just as simple as we're just missing a couple tires. Again, that's a 5-10 minute fix. So then I notice we got this kind of random Florida sticker here on the back door. I've never seen that before. That's like the Florida seal, evidently. But then, as I was getting it off the shelf, I noticed what I think is really the real prize here. So I haven't looked this up. This is the California Teamsters World's Safest Drivers. So if I remember right, I haven't looked her up yet, but if I remember right, Smith Miller did a run of these, or a couple of them, for the Teamsters Union. And I think one for California and possibly maybe another one for New York Teamsters, if I remember right. But if you look here, I don't know if you guys can see this. See in the lower corner, we got this little bitty sticker there. So I don't think you can read that, but that is from the sign company, I think, that made that Teamsters deal. So then a guy gets to kind of comparing. And so this is the exact same little sticker, exact same mounting, same color. So old Failure's thinking that since this says World's Safest Drivers, I wonder if old Jerry Lincoln didn't get himself some kind of an award from the Teamsters Union for his safe driving habits, or maybe he was a big shot in the Teamsters Union. I don't know. This is what a guy's thinking. I'm going to have to do some research. But pretty cool. I think this is just my guess at this point in time, because guy got home from the estate sale 20 minutes ago. I'm sure that I remember that Smith Miller made a custom run of these for the Teamsters Union. Again, I think in California and I think in New York. I think the New York trucks had a different decal on the door of the cab, I think. I think they had a little bit different logo on the side of the trailer too, maybe. The guy's going to have to look that up. You guys can drop a comment and let a guy know. Anyway, so I think what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to fix this. And I'm going to do it right here on the camera. Some people have commented before when I did truck videos that they want to see me fix them. So I'll time lapse this a little bit, hopefully, if I can figure that out, but it's not going to take very long. So the guy already went to his junk drawer. The guy's got kind of a toy junkyard, if you know what I mean. So right away, guy knew he needs 3 tires. So here we go. Same original patina tires. Grab this one too. Just happens to have a good wheel in it. So we're just going to go ahead and give this a quick work over. Get a couple paper towels. Get some Windex. We'll just go ahead and give these tires just a quick wipe down before we put them on. Thread is the hardest part here, and I don't try to get her perfect, but I try to get most of the chunky stuff out of there. So I'm pretty sure we just got about 50 years of crap out of there, off those tires. Why don't we go ahead and maybe start with the trailer. This is probably going to be difficult for you guys to see because it's small detail and I can't get the camera close enough and use my hands. Let me get some tools. Smith Millers, they just have like a C-clip right there on the end of the axle. That's what holds these wheels and tires on. So what a guy is going to do, he's done before, they can be a little tricky. But if you find the gap, you kind of pry on that with the screwdriver. Oh, that one's just too big. Yeah, there we go. We got her started. Now we'll get the screwdriver underneath the other side, if we can. This clip. Oh, look, I think, oh, look at that. Fumblefuts got her off without it shooting across the shop. And then look how easy that is. That just come right off. That's going to come right off. Guy's going to just slide this apart one piece at a time. So these, well, so generally a guy tries to line the treads up the way they ought to go. But if you look, most Smith Millers, the treads are all mismatched, some forward, some backwards. I'm working on a theory here. These two outside ones that were there were both, well, I guess one was forward, one was backwards. I don't know. Anyway, I guess maybe it don't matter. So I guess a guy will just go ahead and put them on there. However, so this one's already fixed. Slide her back in there. Grab the other. No, see, no, it don't matter. You know what? So that's already messing with the guy's OCD. It just already is. So guy will just fix that real quick. Just make her match the back. Only takes a second. All right. So this one here needs to match the one next to it. The rim needs to go in from this side. It don't matter which side, and you just push them in there. And what a guy does, if they're a little too loose, like this is just an old dry tire, and I remember taking them off, come off of a truck that I put new tires on because I repainted it. and I didn't want the old worn tires on the cab that I repainted. Kind of had a heck of a time sliding her off, as I recall, but now that I've cleaned the dirt out of there, it's slightly loose. I think it's going to be fine, but what I was going to say is what a guy does, if they are too loose and they don't want to stay, guy will take a little black silicone and just put just a little tiny dab on the inside of that rim or the inside of the tire, don't matter, and slide that back together. And when that silicone dries, it'll stay there just fine. So guys, just got to slide this back on, slide the outside dual back on, get this clip, slide her back in the slot. This is the part that can sometimes prove to be a little trickier than a guy would think. Okay, she's back in there. Usually a guy takes some pliers and works these back together. Yeah. Got to grab a pair of pliers. All right, so we got some pliers. All the guy's got to do is just kind of pinch that back together. He likes to kind of grab it from multiple sides to just kind of even it up so it don't end up oval shape. But just as simple as that, that trailer's fixed. And when a guy gets the bogey wheels, goes to put them on, it's just a matter of pinching that shut, sliding it off, putting the wheels on, pinching her shut, putting her back. Easy. Really, really easy. All right, so the trailer's done. So now let's see what we're going to do on this truck. So I think what a guy's, well, let's see. Maybe we'll put this on the front, maybe. So yeah, so they can be a little tight. She's been on there for 60, 70 years, whatever the case may be. Yeah, you know what? We're going to put that on this back. Whoop, other side. So to make it a little easier, we'll just do this from this side. Again, guys, just got to open this up just a little bit.
Usually a big screwdriver and a little or smaller screwdriver work about the best. There we go. We're getting her now.
All right. C-clip removed. This is the problem a guy has with these. Great way to keep your wheels on and make things repairable. But a guy's big old clumsy fingers just don't work. So see, this wheel's, she's junk. She's all busted out. Guy might take that core and just put it on his tire truck real quick. Let's see here. So I think this is going to work out. We just put the inside. Oh, yeah. That's going to mess with the guy's OCD again. Oh, here, look, this one's loose. Loose, loose, loose. Ooh. I think what a guy needs here, just a little bit of Windex here. Just kind of lube that up real good. Yep. Just push her back together. That's all guys got to do. Funny, that slid right off. You switch sides and it's
tight. Weird. Okay.
Put the clip back on. Let gravity maybe help out a little bit. There we go. Finish her with the pliers. Okay, and the rear is fixed. Now, guys, just got to swap the tire here. Oh yeah, that's good. Treads, I don't know if you can see it in the light. Treads all go in the same direction. Guys, just a little OCD on a few weird things. You see that wheel, it just slid right out of there. So this front one, we don't even have to pull the wheel off, probably just slide the tire right on there. That's one of the reasons why some of these tires come up missing or lost. We're just going to add a little juice here. That'll probably help. Might have actually been easier to pull that clip. Yeah, I think she's all the way on. So anyway, just like that, the old Smith Miller L Mack been to the tire shop, got a quick repair, just like that. So junkyard parts and 10 minutes of a guy's time or whatever, tire problem solved. You guys drop a comment if you know anything about the private label Smith Millers, in particular the Teamsters units. Drop a comment, let a guy know. I'll read up on it. Maybe I'll learn something, maybe I won't. But anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Guy normally puts Smith Miller and toy construction videos on from time to time. Got some projects coming up now. It's winter time. I'll be doing some bench projects again. And guy also puts some e-bike videos from time to time. Retirement / semi-financial advice, but I'm not a financial advisor. Just my thoughts on retirement and funding your retirement lots of times. Ford Maverick videos, and then just stuff that happens to a guy, a little bit of farming and stories about fishing and whatnot. So subscribe if you haven't already. Watch my other videos. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.